Alright, this was our nice little stealth site last night. Worked out great. Got to bed a little bit late, but it all worked. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
And yeah, we got probably the biggest stuff in the 100-mile wilderness today. The Chairback Mountains, Whitecap Mountain. Whitecap is supposed to be where you get a good view of Katahdin. But we're gonna have to do 21 miles today to get on top of that mountain. So we'll see if I got it in me. I'll do my best. And if all goes well, there will be less than 75 miles left on this venture at the end of today.
The home stretch.
Woo! All right, time to roll.
Let's get it.
All right, 2100. Yeah. Woo. Here you go, buddy.
Let's go.
Wow. 93.1 miles left.
Yep, that's our last 100-mile marker.
Yeah, that's right. There won't be any more of those.
Nope.
All right.
Another 2100.
Always got to be more than one.
Yep.
All right. Okay, we ran into a serious snag in our hike. We may have to stop for the entire day and not make it any further. Kriegus has spotted blueberries.
They are.
Yeah.
Oh, I dropped it.
Oh, now he's just throwing them on the ground, but we're still going to eat them,
Wasting
even
them.
right off the ground. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Here's Kriegus's quote of the day.
The beat goes on.
That's right.
It goes on.
Don't forget it.
And the beat goes on. Still moving strong.
Okay, Kriegus has lost his ever-loving mind. So, yeah, this might be the last time you ever see him. Bye, Kriegus.
I might fall off this cliff. If I do, Fix It gets the rest of my food. 10 days worth, so it'll be good.
Dang.
It'll
Yeah,
be
this will be the last time you ever see Kriegus for sure.
Yeah. Well, Fix It will make it, don't worry.
Yeah. All right, those blueberries we were eating was on Chairback. Those were on Chairback Mountain. And that, which we're now heading down from. I think we're actually kind of down from it, but anyway, we're on the way, if not all the way down. And that means we're just going to be cruising along for a little while here, a few miles, actually, and then later today, we will head up what will effectively be the last range that we will climb on the Appalachian Trail until we get to Baxter State Park and do Katahdin. And that range has Gulf Haggis Mountain, I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that right, and Hay Mountain, and then lastly would be Whitecap Mountain. At least that's the last biggie. And again, that's the one where you're supposed to be able to see Katahdin from it, but kind of the first good view of Katahdin, but the clouds have been getting thicker and thicker today, and so I'm fairly certain we're not going to have any view of Katahdin. But bottom line is, a couple hours, we're going to be starting the last range that we do on this trip. And when we finish that towards the end of the day, it will be smooth sailing. We will be on pretty much flat land for the next 50-ish miles until we get into Baxter State Park. Can I hear that again? Woo! That's right. I can't even believe that. It is almost, yeah, it's kind of unbelievable to think that it's almost here. Wow. Giving myself some goosebumps there. All right. Got to do a little stream ford here. Did not want to walk in wet shoes all day, so doing it barefoot. Kriegus up there has Crocs, so he's kind kind of special. Wow, this is beautiful water. We have encountered the most clear water. I think I said that already yesterday, but the past couple of days, compared to what we've been encountering the days prior to that. Oh, the water today is really cold too. It feels so good on my feet. What a gorgeous stream too. We're getting real close, within about maybe within about a mile and a half. I think we'll be about halfway for the day. So we're actually not moving real fast, but it's been a great day and we're going to do just fine. And I think, as I've already said, we did really all the big climbing except for one, a big thing we've got to do towards the end of the day for about 5 miles. So that's going to be tough. But anyway, I kind of just want to leave this on and just keep looking at the river, but it's probably getting boring, so I'm going to shut her down. All right, the goal, get over Whitecap Mountain today. Katahdin, almost 84 miles away. That is one beautiful waterfall, but that's not why I'm videoing it. I'm videoing it as an excuse to get Kriegus to stop so I can have a break, because he's killing me. Nah. I just had a realization a little bit ago that every single day for 2 months, I get to walk past stuff like this and see it and go down to it and enjoy it. And in just a handful of days, I will be at home not walking past this stuff ever. Like hardly ever. That's that's gonna be hard to deal with. Amazing being out here like this. All right, well, it's about 3:45. Just stopped in at this shelter just to chill for a second. Getting ready to take off. Our plan is to get over all these mountains, so that basically tomorrow we're just home free. We're just basically doing all the flat stuff all the rest of the way into Katahdin, into Baxter State Park. So the problem with that is, where am I going here? This way. The only problem with that is that it means 7 more miles at least tonight. Well, 7 more miles probably, almost exactly, tonight. And it's already 3:45, so it'll be a little bit of a late night. And I'm pretty dang tired. Just honestly just worn out from this whole thing at this point, but pretty tired. So I don't know how late it's going to be for me. I'm sure Kriegus will be way ahead of me eventually. He went back to get some water at the stream, and I'm just starting on, so I can, save 10 minutes or whatever at the end of the day. But it's been a good day, man. We've had a lot of fun. He's a good guy. So I don't know what else to say. I suppose that's all. Just this is going to be a little bit like the chairbacks that we did earlier today, where it's just kind of rolling mountains, it's one after the other, after the other, after the other. So you're up, down, up, down, up, down. And it's not horrendously hard, but it's fairly sustained, like up, down, there's not a whole lot of, at least that's what it looks like to us. So it's not going to be a whole lot of, walking along like I'm doing right now. So that's why I'm expecting it to wear me out pretty good. And be tired when I get into camp tonight. But the great thing is, wow, look at that view. I love it when it opens up into these pine forests. Beautiful, huh? So I'll be walking through for a short bit before I start heading up the mountains. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying. It doesn't even matter. But good night. It's not too late or whatever when I get into the lean-to, the shelter tonight. I might say a word or two. Otherwise, there's a good chance that I'll sign out now and I'm just gonna hike and hike and hike and hike and hike. And in 7 miles, I'm gonna put my stuff down in the shelter and go to bed. So maybe good night. I guess I do have some more things to say. This first mountain that I'm crossing over is Gulf Haggis Mountain. You heard me mention Gulf Haggis earlier. But, well, Gulf Haggis is a canyon here, a gorge. And they call it the Grand Canyon of the East or whatever. It's supposed to be really phenomenal. There's a loop trail here that connects to the Appalachian Trail. So if I had wanted to, back a ways, you know, I could have taken the loop trail. It's like 10 miles. So, you know, I'd go 10 miles around and then come back and hit the Appalachian Trail up here again, right? And so then I'd either skip a big portion of the Appalachian Trail or have to come back and do it, or you know what I mean? So whatever, I mean, I'm not going to do any extra miles like that. So not going to see the Gulf Haggis Gorge, but it is definitely one of the things on my list of quite a few things to come back and maybe someday do along the AT. A little, I mean, you know, you could come out here and make that a several day trip to kind of hike in, you know, camp, go see the gorge, spend a couple of days walking through, because I guess you can go around it, you can go down into it and all this kind of stuff. So one day, that's on my list. All right, I'm at the top of Hay Mountain, and I'm about 3 miles from the shelter that I'm going to be staying at tonight, because that's where the water is, and I've got very little water left. So the problem is that there is a pretty sizable mountain between the shelter and me. So I've got to go down a little here and then up, you know, not a horrendous mountain, but fairly steep. And really, I'm wiped out. I am done for the night. But got to get there, so I'll just make it happen somehow. The great news is that right before reaching the peak of Hay Mountain, I crossed over the spot where there's 75 miles left on the AT. So that means in less than 75 miles, I will be standing on top of Katahdin, having completed this trail. So that's exciting. Yeah, I'm gonna find a big rock up here and sit down, drink a little tiny bit of water since I don't have very much, and eat something and try to get my gumption up for this last push. I have a feeling I'm gonna be getting in late tonight after taking a whole lot of breaks going up this next mountain. But I will survive it, like everything else. I have no idea if you can hear that. I hope you can. But I was coming up from right down there to the top of, oh my gosh, I don't even know. I'm so freaking wiped out. But anyway, top of this last mountain. And there's this girl hiking south, and she's just got this music blasting out of her pack. And she's playing Put Your Head on My Shoulder. I think she said it's Paul Anka. Anyway, it was just blasting, and it was so funny. I couldn't even see her. But it was so funny to hear it coming just out of the woods. I'm just looking up this way, and there's just this music blasting out of the trees. And now she's playing whatever that song is down there she's playing. But it's pretty funny anyway. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful view. This was a very hard last 2 or 3 hours. I am really, really spent. But feels good. Oh my gosh, look at that over there. That's just unreal. That's a magnificent feeling. I'm basically at the top of this last mountain. And it just means that this is, one more kind of milestone. I mean, there just aren't going to be any more mountains. I mean, there are a couple little bumps that I go over in the next, 75 miles. But, I mean, obviously there's Katahdin at the end, but that's the very last thing, and that's its own beast. But, yeah, I'm just going to hike along here for a short bit. I'm going to go down the side of this mountain, and then I'm going to hit a couple of bumps tomorrow, and it's all over. I'm just hiking along. It's going to look a lot like this straight ahead. A lot of pretty flat stuff with a ton of rocks and tons of roots, and just, I wish I could somehow translate the feeling. Sort of, you've heard me in previous years as hikes are starting to end, start kind of realizing that, this is the last time I'm going to do this, and the last time I'm going to see this, and the last time. But, now it's just magnified because it's really like the last time forever. I'm not coming back next year to do the AT, It will have been accomplished and conquered. And it's a wonderful feeling, and a little bit of a strange feeling, a little bit of a negative feeling in that you just, it's over, or it's going to be over. Wow, look at that. I really don't even 100% know what direction I'm facing here. I mean, I know I'm facing relatively north, but once I start heading down the trail a little ways, right off that direction is where I should be able to see Katahdin if it wasn't so cloudy, but not going to happen today. So, all right, I think I'm going to sit up here and enjoy this magic just a little bit before I head down to the shelter. Whitecap Mountain, that's what I was trying to say. All right, that's enough time up here reflecting. It's time to get down here. 1.4 miles. Get some water, some food, and to bed. Oh my gosh, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna sleep like I never slept before when I finally get to that shelter. Well, I'm probably within a half mile of the shelter. I came upon a viewpoint here, and I'm pretty sure this is kind of the viewpoint where you're supposed to see Katahdin. So I really have no idea how I would know what Katahdin was, unless it's just the tallest thing. And since I don't really know exactly what direction I'm facing, and I'm not getting my compass out, you know, right over there, above the clouds, is a massive mountain. And I'm thinking that's gotta be it, right? But don't know for sure. I'm thinking that's gotta be it. It's much taller than everything else, so yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's where I'll be maybe four days from now or so. Until then, I'll be down low. All right, on to the shelter. All right, so the shelter is right back there. There was one spot in it, but it was a little crowded, and people in there did not seem at all excited about me being there. So I just decided to set up my tent. So it's just starting to rain a little. There's my tent. I haven't quite got it up. There's some other people that are just joining me. And I'm going to get it going fast as I can. So anyway, I'm probably just going to call it a night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.